Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
I just love MP's competitiveness. Some people feel like rivalries aren't as important anymore, but he's gone the other route. He's looking to motivate his teammates any way he can. And that's why he's declared war on the opponents they have the most history with.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And prime time gets it to go. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Here's Suggs. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
What a competitor. Suggs leaps into action to snatch the rebound and send it back.
Puts it up from 17, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
And prime time gets it to go.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Right wing. Banchero passes to Wagner, down low. Banchero against Hart. Banchero in the post. The Knicks pull it in, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Here's Primetime. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Primetime's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Wagner with a screen on Hart. The 3 from Banchero. And it's Banchero again missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Leaner from distance. And it's New York scoring again.
Had momentum going toward the bucket. Nice leaner.
Magic trail by 8. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. A minute 6 left to play in the first. And there's the drive. Here's Wagner. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Suggs outside. Wagner with a screen on Brunson. The three from Suggs. The Knicks with the rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Banchero surveys. Wagner with a screen on Hart. 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's New York, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there.
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
We've got Campaign, Thomas Bryant out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's prime time in at the 3 slot. That's the group for New York starting the second. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He added 43 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Batase, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Carter. Pass to Black. Here's Suggs. And it's New York with a rebound. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
And Orlando has possession after the basket by New York on the other end. On target from range.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Primetime's got 10 points in the quarter.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Now Anthony. He's scoreless. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs, fighting off defenders in close.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Robinson finds Bryant. And here's Payne outside. Buries it from 3. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And so, Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A big group substitution here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Bryant. Bridges, he's checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. Here's Black. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, New York. Pulls up for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Wagner. We saw him with 19 his last time out. The shot that time not on target. New York leading by 23. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Now here's Wagner. His last outing, he had 18 points. Orlando again missing. Primetime passes to Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Orlando calls timeout. New York making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. Kicks it out to Wagner. To win the drought, 4 on the clock. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. A shot from the high post. Another one falls for New York.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
It's hard to go wrong with anyone from this group. I'm glad we have a front row seat.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the New York Knicks.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Thanks for tuning in. Now,
and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. All right, a chance to check in on Jalen Suggs' status. What do you have, Allie?
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Orlando. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while, but undeterred, already back in action and pushing through it. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Setting the floor for the Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Wagner in at the center position.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
New York shooting their first free throw of the evening. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian, and guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Orlando again missing.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Suggs with it. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Banchero outside. The shot comes out.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Here's primetime. And it's New York with another.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Banchero outside. Suggs outside. A shot to stop the run. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's primetime. Oh, connects again.
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Pass to Suggs. Over Brunson. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Offensively, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite 3-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Yeah, powerful finish from Wagner. Don't get in his way.
Primetime passes to Hart. Here's primetime, defended by Wagner. Primetime. And it's New York with another.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Orlando has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Wagner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Coach, the ceiling seems very high for Franz Wagner. He's shown improvement year after year.
He has, Brian, and he's already so polished offensively. He's got great footwork, great touch, and at his age, I think it's the patience he plays with that really stands out.
Here's primetime. The shot, no good. The Magic have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Black passes to Batadze. Wagner for 3. No luck on that one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Bataze. Suggs surveys the D. Carter on the wing. The Magic need to put one up here. Bataze can't hit. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-3 run. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Here's the three. No luck on that one. And so it's New York, holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go.
And defense is so important to Coach Thibodeau.
Yeah, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. That's just fundamental basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Thomas Bryant out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's DeLon Wright. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Thanks so much, MP. I need this one bad.
I got the $20. Great win tonight, MP. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Everything okay tonight? How's that back feel?
I'm good, Burn. How about you, man? Squad on point tonight?
Yeah, I'm the usual aches and pains, but nothing I can't handle, of course. I'm a little more nervous than usual, though.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
That tonight means more than most. I can't stand those guys.
I ain't never seen Burn all riled up. I thought you loved everybody, man.
I do, but my first training job was over there. And without getting into a long story, it didn't work out.
Man, I thought you had been here your whole career.
I landed here. I'm happy, but I do have a long memory.
Say no more. I'll make sure I put these chumps in their place, man. You already know.
I appreciate that, MP.
Got you.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. And tonight our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta, and we are honored, truly honored to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is traditionally the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
Well, MP and this team are off to a good start when it comes to the challenge he's set for them. I think the preparation, anticipation, and energy for what these games mean has become almost a skill set in their arsenal. And they're hoping to build on that momentum in this one. They still got quite a few rivalry games left.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward position. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams, all those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
Got it right here, D.A. I'm going to start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here. Pass to Primetime. Beyond the arc. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Primetime's got 7 points. And MP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
investing Zion Williamson, the fastest to do it in 40 years. The future of MP is bright.
And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson against Young. The rebound by James. Here's New York. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Primetime. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Fires from the wing. And again, it's New York.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Young. Last game out, 36 points for him. The Hawks trail by 10. 1:57 left to play here in the first. It's good from long range.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Ricochet. Some solid D here from Primetime.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shoots from the elbow. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Bounce pass Young. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu a screen. From deep three-point land. The kick out to Young. And the 3 off target.
Well, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Primetime's shot is good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
3-pointer. And it's Ricochet missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then there's Ricochet. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the point. Here's Primetime. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 17. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Ricochet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with a prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster, he should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, chums, thanks a lot.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He ended up with 62 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Prime time's shot is good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Hawks trail by 21. There's the screen. Pass to Capella. Riza with it. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Landry Shamet comes in for Miles McBride. And it's DeLon Wright in for Cameron Payne. Here's Buffkin. Guarded by Wright.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot from the wing. And again, it's New York.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Man can't hit. New York leading by 23. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. James comes in for Landry Shamet. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's LeVert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
As passing another high point in that game, he made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Primetime, and the layup's good off the glass. Primetime's got 34 points.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Johnson with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
LeVert kicks to Young. Can they get it? And the layup is good. Young's got 5 points so far.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Knicks out front, running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Tip.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about. Most don't.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Knicks.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Hart. James is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Primetime. And it's Towns in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Primetime. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
He's off on the second. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Pass to LeVert. Okongwu with the screen for LeVert. And here is Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 3. Here's Young. And James pulls it down. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Primetime. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
An unselfish young player. If there's a better shot to be had, James is going to find it.
Johnson with a screen on James. And LeVert, here we go. Over James, and it's LeVert missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Prime time, the pass to Brunson. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray. Brunson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
LeVert kicks to Young. Basket counts. Young's got 9 points.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively.
And again!
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. 1:30 left to play in the third. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, if you overplay Trae Young, he will go right by you. He's going to make that adjustment.
Here's prime time, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
To the paint. And Brunson the basket on the assist by James. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to LeVert. Young against Brunson. Young drives in, misses in close. The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. On deep, Brunson buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Brunson against Young. 11 seconds left in the third. To stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. And so it's New York way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we... close out the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean,
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
Great win tonight, MP. Good game, MP.
Ooh, yeah, good choice.